Today we are going to take you on a journey to a little hidden gem known as No Name Lagoon and to some of the rad places around it. I'm Taryn, this is Logan, and this is Max. Join us as we live and sail in the Pacific Northwest on our 40-foot steel sailboat. After a few days in Handfield Bay, we decided to move to a close but different anchorage.
This is supposed to be the shallow bit right here.
Yeah, on the reviews on there, it said that the guesstimate of depth was conservative.
Right.
But before moving the boat in there, we decided to check it out with the dinghy to make sure it was going to be deep enough for our 5-foot draft. We weren't close to touching bottom, but it brought peace of mind knowing ahead of time that the water wasn't going to get too shallow on us out of nowhere. So maybe the channel's deeper over there, hey?
I don't think so. It's pretty shallow over there.
Is it? From where I'm looking, it looks like it's deeper right there.
Still deep enough,
Yeah, for sure it is. So we are just about to leave to go to our next location where we're going to hide for 2 or 3 days to wait out 30 to 40 knot winds before we head somewhere else. So it's literally just on the other side of where we are. So we're in Handfield Bay and we're going to No Name Lagoon, which is right on the other side. But it's just looks more protected than where we are. So that's where we're going. And it's super, super gorgeous in there, so I'm very excited. So we just have to haul anchor. We've already untied the stern line, wrapped it all up, and we're ready to go. After anchoring and before the wind showed up, we decided to head out and explore some of the cool stuff in Thurston Bay.
Just make sure that it's going down straight. Sorry, I had that kind of on an angle.
Okay, this is it.
Yep.
Gunzos.
There we are. Ooh, that's a big rock.
What?
Nope,
That's not rock, that's just how steep it gets. Oh, crazy.
What are we doing?
We're going to see that little weird cabin over there. And also hanging out. Look, there's a mini kelp forest there too.
Oh yeah, there's all kelp all the way along here.
Pretty cool.
The old rails all the way along here. So weird. Some old, oh, that's an engine. Oh, that one's got a hole in it. Gross. That one looks better. Oh my god, those are so good. Yeah, they're the big yellow ones. Huh.
I don't really want to walk into it, but
Why? Can I?
you think it's safe?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah. Oh, it looks like somebody was camping here and abandoned their stuff. Who's got like a fire set up there?
Hey, come here.
Weird.
Somebody was definitely squatting in here.
What?
That's what they were eating.
Oh. Crazy.
Wonder if somebody's just using it as like a temporary cabin.
Doesn't look like anybody's been here for a bit though, eh?
No. Smells really strong. It's been open fire inside with a hole in the ceiling.
Oh, there's a hole in the ceiling. Well, what do you think? Is this our new house?
It is pretty rundown. But what a gorgeous spot.
Seriously. Hi, buddy. Hi.
Some of this stuff's not very old.
No, this doesn't look very old. Bye, dirty, weird little cabin. We decided to go and check out what was living below the water after we explored the cabin a bit. So I burnt my hand the other day making Logan coffee, and it's like pretty bad. So I'm not gonna go snorkeling today. Pretty disappointed about it actually because this is such a sweet spot. But Logan will take you with him and he will show you the cool stuff underwater.
See if I can get out of here without dying.
Is it really cold?
Oh my god. It's cold. Like really cold. That was a shock. I kind of wish I had a long, like a proper wetsuit. It like hurts the neck and the arms. And holding a camera is not easy. Like maybe if I...
Despite the cold, Logan decided to go back out because the underwater world was just too cool to stay away from. Done?
Fuck, that hurts the head.
Too cold?
Oh my god, yeah. I can't.
Yeah, it is bloody cold just standing here.
I lost the feeling in my arm. So that's good.
Oh,
If I would have brought my dry suit hood, I could have done it.
yeah? Even with no feeling in your arm?
Oh yeah, that's just... ain't going. But it just like, you know when you get a brain freeze, Like
Yeah.
they're eating ice cream too fast.
Yeah.
Like that, but fucking way worse. From the outside in.
Yeah, that's ruthless. And then he tried again.
Worth it.
Yeah, how you feeling?
Cold.
Good thing it's so sunny today.
Can't feel anything except for the sharp pain of the feeling coming back.
It's really good for your body though, right? Good for blood flow.
Sure.
I didn't go snorkeling, but I did decide I needed to at least go for a dunk in the water. It's so cold.
I wasn't joking.
I think this is colder than, I think this is colder than it was like anywhere else we've been. What do you think? Pretty comparable, maybe to Montague?
Oh, it's definitely colder than Montague. Nice job. Oh man.
We got a nice hot shower on the boat though. Hopefully.
Yeah.
That's Duncan, I think.
Go for it. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Okay. Oh. So you used to swim in water like this at camp on the regular?
No. But when it was hot out.
Fair enough. Very salty. I'm like, I know it's the ocean, but I'm still surprised it's that salty because it is so cold. Ugh. Feels good though. Now that I'm out. So today it's supposed to blow gale force winds in the strait. So we may or may not see some of that. Before that comes, we're going to head out and go for a hike from the little lagoon here. So we're going to hike hopefully from here over to the other side to South Thurston Bay, which is this little bay that we went to yesterday. And then come back to the boat and get some work done and some projects done. Or so is the goal anyway. We'll see how that all goes. Of trying to go underneath another tree. Oh, those are holes. So we're currently pretty much just wandering around, hoping that one of these little trails that we find going through the forest will lead us somewhere. I mean, it's led us to lots of ferns and cool trees, so that's cool. But
I think we should go up on that hill.
Yeah, just for funsies?
Yeah, and then we can just follow it back, straight back to the lagoon.
Sounds good to me. Spider webs.
And mosquitoes.
This forest wandering thing is really fun, but sometimes you have to walk through crazy stuff like that where you don't know what's like whole and what's rotting, and you gotta try not to fall through holes. So we don't really know where we're going. We heard a creek and we're trying to get to the creek, and we're hoping that that creek then leads to Handfield Bay, which is where we were before, but we don't know. Kind of just trudging through the bush, hoping that we can get somewhere. Did you find the creek?
Down here.
And then we gotta decide, are we gonna follow the creek down to the bay, hoping that it's the right bay, and then try to walk along the shore when the tide's pretty high, and then walk the path over to the other bay and then walk along the shore longer, or because there's like a short trail that leads from this bay to the other bay, hole, or do we walk back through all of this nonsense and try to find our way back through this crazy forest?
Woo.
Found it?
Found it.
Awesome. Good news. Berries! There's Saskatoons, almost ready.
Saskatoon?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at them all. Karen, look at
Oh no,
this.
they're blueberries.
Those are blueberries.
They're wild blueberries. Mmm.
Oh my god.
Yummy.
Jackpot.
How do I get down? Wow. Wow, there are a ton of blueberries.
You know,
so we've determined that it's going to be easier to walk back through the forest, horseflies, than it's going to be to try to walk down the trail sorry, not down the trail, down the creek. So we're kind of retracing our steps, but also looking for an easier route because climbing through all that salal and over all those logs and stumps and stuff wasn't the easiest. So we'll probably end up taking a pretty similar route back. Making your own trail through the forest is always a bit of a conundrum because in natural forest there's just layer upon layer upon layer of dead things under your feet. And sometimes that means that you think you're stepping onto solid ground, you're actually stepping onto like 4 different rotten logs and you fall through. Which I've done twice now, I think. Not that many like layers, but I've fallen through what I thought was solid ground and made a hole. You can see here the different layers. So there's like this right here, rotten log, this rotten log's under me. Logan is on a half rotten log. So you just never quite know what you're stepping onto. It's always a bit of a gamble. Ugh. So I'm clumsy AF, so I always try to have 3 points of contact when I'm walking every step that I take. Like this mess. See down there? And then there's logs. So we're walking on just who knows how many layers of logs. I don't even know how I got through here last time. This way? Nope. And I've definitely in the past walked on logs and fallen down into piles of sticks like that and scratched myself up pretty good. So I do my best to avoid that. Not doing well right now.
We ended up taking pretty well the exact same route back, but luckily, like usual, it was easier the second time.
Well, after bushwhacking through that nonsense you can see over there, we have made it back to our trail. We did a full loop. We're pretty close to the water. It's right there.
Join us next week when we move on to a new location, deal with some crazy currents, and visit this cool resort. And as always, thank you so much for watching and being here with us. We love sharing this adventure with you.